Hi, welcome back to Where Are They Now? And today I'm here with Miss Maria Mackler. She is a senior at Northern Arizona University, and she is also the student body president of NAU. Wow, so all of you alumni from Cascade Union High School District that are at NAU, this is your student body president. And you probably know that, but I don't know how social media and all that works. There's a lot of people there. I know lots of students, and I actually got my master's from NAU. So
awesome.
yeah, so I'm an alumni also.
Lumberjack alumni.
Exactly. So anyway, but today I want to talk to you about what you're doing. You were class of 2020.
Yes.
So you didn't have a graduation.
I know.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah.
But you will. So when do you graduate? In May?
I graduate this May 2024.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
Oh
if all
my
things
gosh.
go well with my classes this semester. But
I have no doubt. I have no doubt. From what I know about you. Now, your mom, Norma, is a Spanish teacher at Cascade Union High School, and your dad came out of retirement and he's teaching English at Vista.
Yes.
So come from a family of educators.
Exactly.
Are you going to be a teacher?
I've thought about it,
Yeah.
and I can see myself down the line doing some teaching, maybe like a professorship or just being a professor in a college.
Yeah.
But I don't know about being a teacher for like secondary school or even elementary.
I think you kind of have your calling, and sometimes it switches around. But I mean, I know wonderful kindergarten teachers, but I could never teach kindergarten, and they could never teach high school and all of that. But I think a college professor, that sounds really interesting.
It would be great. I mean, something down the line once I satisfy everything.
So tell me what you're doing now. So you're at NAU. What are you majoring in, and what kind of activities you're involved in?
Yeah. Well, currently I'm majoring in. Well, I won't change it because I have one semester left. But international affairs and Spanish with a minor in Latin American studies is my course right now. And I finished my international affairs major. I have my capstone for my Spanish major left, and then just a couple minor requirements, and then I'm all done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Now tell us about your role as student body president. Like, how do you come to be a student body president of a major university?
In all honesty, I think I wasn't expecting this at all, but the end of my freshman year, I grabbed an application to run for senator with the undergraduate student government on campus. And starting there, I got more involved with the student government and learned more about the behind the scenes, because it's not like high school where the student government's more so like the spirit team that does the pep rallies, things like that, but it's more geared toward like the behind the scenes work. We do reimbursement for clubs. We have a large budget that we manage that goes into different committees. So it's pretty much replicating the real life thing, just on the university level and for the undergraduate population. So
very cool.
I went from senator to new student government advisor, and then I was like, why not run for this position? And I did run unopposed, so it wasn't much of a race, but it's also a very difficult position, so I could see how a lot of people get nervous running for something.
It's not just throwing up a poster saying vote for me.
Yeah, exactly. So
Now tell us some of your highlights. I know you had one highlight that was pretty amazing. Tell us about that.
So this past semester, about, I want to say in the month of early October, I got a call from my advisor that told me, hey, we have a very maybe profile figure coming to campus, and they would like to meet you over Zoom to discuss some things. So this profile figure is the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, and I was shocked when I got that call, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, okay. I was at my desk doing my like regular work, and so the plan was that with her freedom of college tours to target certain colleges around the United States to, I don't know, just present a platform of sorts, but also get to meet the student population in like a 40-minute Q&A session of sorts.
And so you kind of helped arrange and organize all of that, and you introduced her, correct?
Yes. So I wasn't expecting this work, but I had to do a lot of the behind the scenes planning, so like organizing student groups, organizing the students that wanted to do the Q&A, and making sure everyone felt accurately represented and targeting all like the parts of campus.
Stressful, right?
It was, I would say, very stressful. Like couple months leading up to
Right.
it, but wonderful experience.
Very good.
A little bit nerve-wracking,
Yes.
but yeah.
Great for your resume.
Yeah, they told me, like, if you ever need, well, not the office of the vice president, but the higher ups at NAU were like, if you need a resume or a recommendation letter, let me know. And I'm like,
very
"Oh,
good.
I'll get back
Yes,
to you on
yes.
that."
Don't take that lightly, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you went to Casa Grande Union High School.
Yes.
What were you involved in, and how do you feel like the school prepared you for going on to college?
Yeah. Well, I think as an individual, I really like to involve myself a lot, especially in clubs and extracurricular activities, and that's where I succeeded the most at CGHS. I think overall I participated in 12 clubs throughout my 4 years at the high school. But the ones that stand out the most, I would say, would be, Stuco. I did that for 3 years, and I was student body president of my last year, my senior year. And then National Honor Society, Key Club. I did an internship with the Culinary Arts Department.
Very good.
I was in theater.
Wow, so nice, well-rounded.
I try to get into every little club I could find.
Yeah.
And I think every single one of those extracurriculars led me towards wanting to pursue that in college.
Did you have any teachers or adults at the high school that you feel like influenced you or helped support you?
Yeah, I had so many, and I think I can always rave about all my teachers that taught me. If I could list all of them, I would, but I would say some to highlight would be oh my goodness, Mr. Malik that taught world history. I think Mrs. Adams that did culinary arts.
She was great.
Yeah, Brad Kepler, who was not a teacher but led the drama department.
He's actually the drama teacher this year.
Yes, which is so exciting. But I think just to highlight those, but
very good.
Like Plague and Cool, there's so many that I can
I'm sure.
list. The Craigs.
Yeah.
My dad was my professor, my teacher.
Was he your teacher?
Yeah, I think it was like AP Lit or something.
Oh,
but,
very good, very good. So what advice do you have for students? So let's say they know they want to go to a major university. What's some advice about, getting maybe some scholarships or getting into, and then when you get there, you probably kind of get, it's huge. So how do you not get lost and make sure that you stay involved, and what kind of advice do you have for students like that?
Well, I think it's always very difficult going to a college after spending many years, at a high school that's close to your family. I know my genuine advice when looking into universities is definitely the scholarships that they provide. I know NAU, not only of its location, but its scholarships that made me want to go there. So their Lumberjack Scholarship, which provides a full 4 years tuition.
And to get the Lumberjack Scholarship, what are the criteria? Because
I think it might be straight A's, but maybe like a B or C that you can get.
I thought it was A's and B's, but
yeah, it might be A's and B's. Yeah, but I don't know exactly. You have to look that up.
Make sure you look it up because it's definitely worth looking into.
Yeah,
for sure.
That has carried me throughout the 4 years, and of course, there's requirements of keeping it up and making sure that you can maintain that scholarship. But from the past years, they've lowered the requirements, so it's a lot easier to keep the scholarship throughout the 4 years. So,
so make sure you talk to your counselors about that, right?
Right.
And I'm sure if you go on to the NAU, if you Google NAU Lumberjack Scholarship,
it will have all the requirements right there for you.
Great. Yeah. So what's next for you, Maria?
Well, I currently am in the process of applying to master's programs and looking mainly at Arizona in-state universities. So looking at ASU and NAU to maybe further my education. I have like 2 programs I'm looking at right now, and it's deciding whether I want to go maybe more of a public administration route or university leadership. So
now, have you been to Washington D.C.?
I have.
Have you?
I went with the National Honor Society group in high school, so I have been there before.
I was just thinking, like, if you go back, you probably have like a little bit in. Huh?
Yeah,
I'm sure you got some business cards.
Oh yeah, and definitely. I have some phone numbers in my phone from the OVP, so I can
very cool, awesome. And we'll make sure to post pictures of those also.
Yeah,
those pictures of you and the vice president and all of that.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for for taking time out of your vacation.
Yeah, no
so
problem.
So came down away from the snow a little bit. Is it snowing up there?
Not that much,
Okay.
but hopefully next semester.
Yeah,
This
I think
semester's
you
been a
will.
little bit
Yeah.
light on the snow.
Go skiing and all of
yeah.
that. Oh, well, thank you so much. We wish you the best of luck, and
thank you
hope
so
you have a
much.
great rest of your vacation.
Thank you. I'll
right.
be resting up. till
Yes,
next
and
semester.
so here's Maria Mackler and where she is now. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.